Woody is now with Bo Peep, living as a lost toy, but not really lost anymore. He enjoys the freedom of helping toys find new homes, but sometimes feels a tug of nostalgia for Andy and Bonnie. Buzz, Jesse, and the gang remain with Bonnie, but the spark of playtime has dimmed. Bonnie is growing up fast. The toys notice she spends more time at school and with friends, leaving them on shelves longer. This creates unease in the group, especially Jesse, who fears being forgotten. Buzz tries to keep the gang's spirits up, but secretly wonders if Woody's choice was the right one. The stage is set for change. Bonnie's parents tell her the family will be moving to a new town due to her dad's new job. The toys panic at the idea of being boxed up again. Bonnie is conflicted about which toys to bring. She has grown attached to new hobbies like drawing and science kits. Jesse notices Bonnie hesitating when picking which toys to pack. This fuels her anxiety, as she feels the end of playtime is approaching. Buzz tries to reassure everyone, but he too senses Bonnie's interest shifting. For the first time, the toys feel their bond with their kid slipping away for good. Meanwhile, Woody and Bo Peep help a group of carnival toys find new children. Woody meets a mysterious old toy named Captain Atlas, a vintage space toy who was once incredibly popular but abandoned after kids moved on to newer things. Captain Atlas is bitter, warning Woody that all toys eventually face the great silence when their kids grow up. Woody tries to stay optimistic, but Atlas plants a seed of doubt in him. For the first time, Woody wonders if his friends with Bonnie are destined to fade away like Atlas. Back at Bonnie's, Buzz overhears her telling a friend that she might donate some of her toys before the move. The toys are shocked and begin to worry about being separated forever. Jessie tries to rally everyone, but she's overwhelmed by the thought of being abandoned again, just like she was before meeting Woody. The gang debates whether they should find Woody and ask for advice, but it's risky. Bonnie might notice if too many toys disappear. Buzz ultimately decides to go find Woody on his own, convinced that only Woody can guide them through this crisis. Buzz sneaks out during the moving chaos and sets out to track down Woody. Along the way, he encounters obstacles. Kids nearly spot him, a dog almost chews him, and he narrowly escapes being tossed out with old boxes. Buzz meets a group of discarded toys at a thrift store, who warn him that many toys never find homes after being donated. Despite the grim warnings, Buzz presses on, motivated by loyalty to his friends. His determination mirrors Woody's old devotion to Andy, showing how much Buzz has grown into a leader. Buzz finally reunites with Woody at a carnival where Woody and Bo are working with lost toys. Their reunion is heartfelt but tinged with urgency. Buzz explains Bonnie's fading interest and the threat of donation. Woody struggles. Part of him feels he moved on, but he can't ignore that his old friends need him. Bo senses Woody's conflict and encourages him to help his family one last time. Woody agrees, though deep down, he wonders if helping will mean losing them all forever. Woody, Buzz, and Bo devise a plan to ensure Bonnie's toys stay together and aren't discarded. The idea: sneak into Bonnie's moving boxes and stick together until they can find a safe new purpose. Captain Atlas overhears and mocks their plan, saying they're clinging to a dream. He insists toys are better off accepting their fate. Woody rejects Atlas's cynicism, but Buzz notices Woody hesitated before answering. Still, the mission begins. Time is short before Bonnie's family moves away. Back at Bonnie's, Jessie feels her fears spiraling. She remembers Emily, her old owner, and being left behind. She questions whether Bonnie will abandon her too. The rest of the gang tries to comfort her, but Jessie's panic spreads. She becomes the emotional center of the group's worry. Mr. Potato Head and Rex try to distract her, but it doesn't work. Just when things are at their lowest, Woody, Buzz, and Bo arrive, giving the toys a spark of hope again. The gang is overjoyed to see Woody again. Jessie hugs him tightly, and the toys rally around their old leader. Woody reassures them they'll find a way to stay together no matter what. However, the moment is bittersweet. Bonnie comes in and starts sorting her toys into two piles: keep and donate. The toys watch in horror as some of their friends are placed in the donate box. Woody realizes they can't just think about themselves. They need to save everyone, not just Bonnie's favorites. The toys sneak into Bonnie's moving truck, hiding inside boxes. However, during the chaos, Jessie and a few others accidentally end up in the donation box, which gets loaded onto a separate truck headed to a thrift store. Buzz blames himself for not being careful enough, but Woody insists they'll get Jessie back. The group splits. Woody and Buzz will chase the donation truck while Bo and the others stay behind to protect Bonnie's remaining toys. The stakes rise. They might lose Jessie forever if they don't act fast. Jessie and the others arrive at the thrift store, where they meet toys who've been waiting for years to find new kids. The store is run by an intimidating doll named Madame Lacey, who believes toys should stop chasing owners and instead form their own society in the store. Jessie resists, insisting Bonnie still cares for them. But deep down, she fears Lacey might be right. Meanwhile, Woody and Buzz sneak into the store after the donation truck arrives, beginning their rescue mission. Woody and Buzz try to free Jessie and the others, but are caught by Madame Lacey's guards, toy soldiers and action figures. Lacey confronts Woody, saying he should know better. He left his kid too. Woody is shaken, but insists he didn't leave because he was unwanted. He left to find a bigger purpose. Lacey counters that all toys are eventually unwanted, and the sooner they accept it, the less pain they'll feel. Jessie overhears and feels torn between Woody's hope and Lacey's resignation. Madame Lacey offers Jessie a place as her second-in-command, tempting her with the promise of never being abandoned again. Jessie almost accepts, but Woody reminds her of her bravery and loyalty, and how she once reminded him to never give up. Moved by Woody's words, Jessie rejects Lacey's offer and rallies the other toys to escape. A chase ensues through the thrift store, with Woody, Buzz, Jessie, and their friends narrowly escaping into the night. The toys jump onto a cargo train carrying supplies to Bonnie's new town, hoping it will lead them back to her. On the train, Woody and Buzz share a quiet moment, reflecting on how much things have changed since Andy. Buzz admits he once thought his destiny was only with Bonnie, but now realizes toys can have multiple purposes. Woody admits he still misses Andy, but sees now that helping toys is part of who he is. Their bond is stronger than ever. Just when things seem calm, Captain Atlas reappears, having followed Woody. Atlas reveals his plan to sabotage Bonnie's toys so they'll be abandoned, proving his philosophy right. Atlas has grown resentful of Woody's optimism, believing it gives toys false hope. A tense standoff occurs atop the moving train. Woody and Buzz must battle Atlas while protecting the others. Jessie shows her courage by taking the lead in fighting Atlas's henchmen. The battle with Atlas reaches its climax. Woody tries to reason with him, but Atlas refuses, consumed by bitterness. In the struggle, Atlas is thrown off the train but lands safely, left to wander alone. The toys escape, but are shaken by how close they came to losing everything. Woody reflects on how easily hope can turn into despair if toys give up on their purpose. Jessie reassures him that as long as they're together, they'll always have a reason to keep going. The toys finally reunite with Bonnie's moving truck just as it arrives at the new house. Bonnie, while unpacking, finds Jessie and the others again. She smiles, relieved she didn't lose them after all. Though she still spends less time playing, the toys see a glimmer of affection in her eyes. They realize that even if Bonnie doesn't play with them every day, she still treasures them as part of her childhood. This comforts the toys, especially Jessie. Woody faces a crossroads. Stay with his old family or return to his new mission with Bo. Buzz gently tells Woody he doesn't have to choose. He can visit when needed. Woody admits he misses them deeply, but knows his path is helping toys who don't have kids. Jessie and the others thank Woody for saving them one last time. It's a bittersweet farewell, but this time with peace instead of sorrow. Woody realizes he's finally at ease with moving on. Jessie steps up as the new leader of Bonnie's toys, filling the role Woody once had. She embraces the responsibility with newfound confidence, no longer haunted by abandonment fears. Buzz supports her, showing how their friendship has grown. The gang looks to the future, knowing they'll stick together no matter how Bonnie's life changes. Jessie's leadership marks a new era for the toys, symbolizing growth and resilience. The movie closes with a montage. Woody and Bo helping toys at new carnivals. Jessie leading Bonnie's toys through new adventures. Buzz watching Bonnie grow while keeping the toys united. The final shot shows Woody looking up at the night sky, smiling as he whispers, "To infinity and beyond," honoring Buzz's words. The camera pans to the stars, leaving the legacy